I'm so sorry. I had no choice. This is actually an interesting side quest that explains more about the Trust and their workings. No. What is happening? What has happened to the villagers? They act as if possessed. Some of my people are still alive. We must rescue them. The prisoners are kept in cages throughout the Ridge, waiting for this horrible fate to befall them. Please set them free. We cannot let what happened to Maldraxxus happen to them. The village, my friends, all gone. They are no more. I came back from the nearby grove to find them. Like this. Even Maldraxxus, my best friend. He came at me with only violence in his heart. They're all wearing these masks now. They're not themselves anymore. Please, deliver them from this fate. Bring me their masks and perhaps we can decipher this mystery. Deliver us. Deliver us. Howdy, Katze. Katze werden explodieren. I'm doing really well. How are you doing? So here we have them again. They got the masks on of the Trust. Now, of course, we know trust, corruption, bad things. They do not. Featureless mask. A strange mask worn by the hostile Fae. And here we have a little log, a better journal. A well-made, if well-worn journal catches your eye. Thumbing through the pages, it is clear that this journal once belonged to someone prominent from this group of Night Fae. The last few pages are torn out of the book. Perhaps if the rest of the pages were located, then Parte could help decipher what happened here. I always love it when they add a log. So you get like background information. That's the good shit. I would have been turned like the others. Thank you. You're welcome. Why are they doing this? What is wrong with them? We're gonna find out. As we have a torn journal page here. Which we can indeed read. Oh wait, let me first read out the journal. These are trying times in Ardenweald. The unthinkable has happened. We are running out of anima. Our stores hold, but the very land itself is being leached of anima. This had an effect on our local Gorm populace. They can now gorge themselves on the very land itself. Entire sections of our village have collapsed into their tunnels, and parts of the land have even broken away from Ardenweald itself. For the first time, I do not know what to do. The worst has come to pass. Our village is doomed. All of our messengers came back save one. The Wild Hunt cannot ride to save us. No one can spare troops or supplies. I tried to put on a cheerful face for the rest of the village, but they know little can be done. I can feel the looks of the other elders. We all serve Ardenweald, but I cannot help but wonder if I could have done more. I pray every night, hoping someone will answer. The forest will provide us with a way through this ordeal. I'm certain of it. So as they mentioned in the log, like these bug creatures have been just eating away at Ardenweald because there isn't enough anima to go around. Even the matriarch here is massive. Wild Hunt is far older than myth and folklore, yeah. Celtic lore, it didn't start with Witcher. Oh, my apologies. I thought everybody knew it from The Witcher. Stained journal page. Our village is running out of time. The matriarch below has grown out of control. An entire landmass broke off the edge of the world today. It was pure chance that nobody was on it when it did. The other leaders are discussing abandoning the village altogether. Our people are frightened. I have failed my people. I've dispatched messengers to the Court of Knights and the other groves. We cannot face this threat alone, and our only hope lies with the forces of our neighbors and the Wild Hunt. I pray they return with good news soon. When patrolling the edge of the village to see if any new pieces had become unstable, I stumbled across a strange object. A stone, clearly not of Ardenweald. It radiates with a strange power. I know what Fiona would say, but did the forest not provide that strange stone from another land? With this power, perhaps we could pacify the Gorm or even defeat them. I must not overlook this good fortune. I will do whatever it takes to save my people, save my village. This might even save all of Ardenweald. So they tried with the best intention. This stone, some way, somehow, made its way into Ardenweald. And with like the boundaries decaying between Trost or the Emerald Nightmare and Ardenweald itself, they somehow managed to get the stone in there, and that's how the Drust wiggled their way into this village and presumably also the other spots. Cult of personalities. So few, but each one is one more friend we can bring to bear against this madness. For so many to fall, I did not think I was gone that long. These masks must contain some secret to the possession. What is that you got there? Quickly reads over the last few pages. His face turns pale. This journal belonged to Lewar, the leader of our grove. It says he found something to use against the Gorm, but what if it caused all of this? There's only one way to be sure.
Oh, hi!
There's that. Come with me to the village, or what remains of it. Crazy. Thank you very much for the 5 months, baby. Hello, hello, hello. I know a shortcut to the village. This way, hurry. No, the village. They're all... What has happened to the villagers? They act as if possessed. It is just as I feared, friend. The entire village is turned, just like Lavrash. Lewar would have transformed the other elders as soon as possible. They're all strong in their own right. Brave Fiona, clever Bitterfly. It pains me to say this, but they must be destroyed. For the good of Ardenweald and the forest, slay our former leaders before they can infect the rest of the land. Wait, before you enter, I would ask something of you. Well, we have not had wild seed in some time. We did keep stores of anima. It served us well in staving off the Gorm. Whatever has happened to my village, I do not want this power to remain in their hands. It will better serve Ardenweald in other groves. Keep an eye out for any anima within the village. We will put it to better use elsewhere. Okie dokie. Do you think Thrall's wife and kids are dead? Kinda got the feeling from the cinematic. Yeah. Like Thrall tried to hide out on Outland, right? And his guilt over what he did to Garrosh pushed him into complete madness, up to the point where he saw all of his choices were wrong. Everything he'd ever done in his life was a mistake. And he decided to rectify those mistakes by just killing everybody. Meaning that he gave, you know, their ultimate end. And you know that little hole in the ground where he pulled his weapon from? Yeah, what they didn't show you was what was underneath that weapon. But they will. One day. No, but yeah, for some reason, his wife and kids just have taken a backseat and they haven't really shown up. Totally in line with Thrall's character. I think the last time that we saw them was Legion, wasn't it? Standing around the well in Dalaran. So, yeah. I have all the zones unlocked in the Shadowlands. To do quests, there are only a few. Yes, all the questing zones have been unlocked. The only real zone that we're still waiting for is Maw max level. Although Maw introduction zone has been released. So last time I did this quest, these elders had a shit ton of health and they took forever to die. They didn't really do damage. They just took forever to die. It does appear that has been altered, changed, and a little bit more streamlined. Now, for some reason, I don't really know why Agra all of a sudden took a backseat, because Agra has played a massive part in making Thrall go well, but maybe therein lies the answer as well. Maybe they regret making Thrall go well, because everywhere he goes, he's just called Thrall now. He no longer has his shamanistic gear on. Maybe they too are like, yeah, we took him too far during the Cataclysm. So we just kind of want to gloss over that and everything connected to it. But, you know, I would lose my mind. Lose my absolute mind if they would make Thrall and Jaina canon. If they wanted to break the internet, that is how it would go. So you should not be here. You will not disrupt their work. They will not be stopped. Submit, child. Submit and embrace death. And mechanical squirrel. Why, hello there. I am sorry. Cut the roots. If they fell, then what hope do we have? Patrick gulps and turns pale. That is all of them then? Good. Were you able to find any anima? It pulses gently with dark blue energy. May this find use in the forest. May their losses not be in vain. This must be the stone that he found. I do not recognize the mark. You should bring this to the nearby Droman. They are wise and retain much of the knowledge of the forest and the realms beyond. They will know what to do. Hello, Droman. I have found the stone that caused all kinds of corruption. The forest will remember this. What troubles you, young one? XXXX. Oh my god, we found the secret code. It's the secret hidden lore that they do not want us to know quite yet. And then, as part of the side quests... Protector of Tirnaval, Guardian Kota. Our neighboring grove at Glitterfall Bassin has sent out a desperate plea for Gormgris. It may have humble origins, but it is an important ingredient for artisans and crafters. As this drought goes on, it has become increasingly difficult to collect. I would like to help them out, with the resource that we're able to spare. Please, fly Master Shalor out by the tranquil pools, where he keeps our little Gormling population, asking for more Gormgris. Kota has asked for Gormgris. Master Shalor beams with excitement. I would be happy to oblige her request. Come, let me show you how this works. The Gormlings are industrious creatures. Naturally, they are a source of Gormgris. Gormlings are cute, small, and hungry, like Gloober here. Except he's not hungry right now, because I just fed him. Look at the little belly. I digress. Gormlings will be drawn to consume anything that is not brimming with anima. They find it simply delicious. Take their wild seed there and bring it into their pen. Then see if you can get the Gormlings to feast upon it. The depleted wild seed is over there by the cart. Take it, put it in the pen with the Gormlings. They will love it. Okay, so we take a seed. Now, chat, before we continue, I want you all to brace yourself for some high-octane gameplay, okay? It's going to be very quick. It's going to be over before you know it. Pay attention how a pro deals with this. Alright? This is why they pay me the big bucks. So we take the wild seed. And we put it in the pen. Right? Put it in the pen. Good. Now draw the Gromlings towards the husk. They do like dancing. They'll know what to do once they get close to it. Now the first time that I did this quest, I was like, maybe I need to type /dance, but no. You click on it. Right? And then they lose interest, so you gotta keep them interested. Right? Gotta keep them interested. Keep them going. Come on, get to the little seedling. Come on, you can do it. Don't lose interest now. Oh, no, it lost interest. Hang on, need to click it again. There we go. Come on. Eat. Okay. Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy that? I hope so, because you got to do it 2 more times. Well done. The Gormlings may be easily distracted sometimes, but they're such helpful little creatures. That is, when they are small. The big ones are a different matter, but we don't worry about those. I'm sure we won't have to deal with them. Now we can collect the Gormgris for Guardian Kota. Once the Gormlings have eaten something, we can encourage them to give it back up. Godverdamme. What they produce, we call Gormgris. My Gormherd branch should encourage them to do this safely. Go on, give it a try on good old Gloober. What has me worried is how the other Gormlings might behave. They've been acting so strange lately. Go ahead. Give the branch a try on Goober. That's a good little Gormling. Who's the best little Gormling? Who is you are? Oh, you should probably make sure that the branch still works as expected on the others as well. They're in and around the pen. So he just pretty much barfed up fresh Gormgris. Pretty for something that just came out of a Gormling. Click. Petting. Aw, we're petting Goober. Good job, Goober. You're a good boy. Not just the poop quest, the glowy poop quests. Oh, that's not how it's supposed to work, but keep trying. Now they're agitated. I do appreciate the bug model, though. It's pretty cool. I like how all of them get aggravated as well. So basically the idea behind it is they're drawn to anima, right? And the realm has anima shortage. So they've kind of been eating at the corners of the domain. And they're reproducing, repopulating faster than they're supposed to. I wonder what could happen if I overcharged that branch. Would it be more efficient, or would it make things explode? Probably explode. Oh, this isn't right at all. The Gormlings are supposed to return to their normal, adorable little selves. What in the Queen's name is happening to them? And there's no more Gorm Grist to give to Kota. This won't do at all. This is most disturbing indeed. The Gorm are just too wild now. I wonder if the drought is making everything delicious to them, and that is why. This isn't enough Gorm Grist either, and I do not want to disappoint Cora. But I also don't want to put you through more trouble collecting it. I will go myself into the burrows nearby to see if I can find any more for her. Would you take this Gorm Grist to her for me? Sure, buddy. The Gorm are just not acting like they should. I take what you've collected so far, Dakota. I will go into the burrows nearby to see if I can find any more for her. Come, Gloober. It is time for us to be brave. Oh, it's totally time for him to die. What? He went out to the cave on his own? That fool, doesn't he know? Master Shalor has gone to the burrows himself to try and find more Gormgris for me? That reckless thick-horned Silvar. He will get himself killed. Of all the foolhardy, misguided, exasperating, Guardian Coda snorts and stomps a hoof. But standing here does Shalor no good. We must find him and bring him back. Come, meet me at the Atamal Rise. We can survey the burrows below and see if there's any sign that he lives. The Atamal Rise is just to the north. I hope we're not too late. Over there. Okay. And as you can see, we were nearly done with the main questing. And we kind of miss out on half of Ardenweald. Part of this story is going to be part of the Covenant. And it's going to involve somewhat with Muzala. Now that is a big boy. Help, it got me. I don't know what it is, but it's got me. No, Shalor. Bye. No, whatever the beast was, it's taken Shalor. Finding Shalor is our main priority, but there's another opportunity. Take the Gormherd branch that he dropped. I know I was tinkering with it so that it would work on wild Gorm. Use it on the Gorm in the burrows and see if you can collect any of their Gorm Gris. Don't bother with the little ones. Get the really potent stuff from the bigger Gorm. Perhaps we can collect enough and find that silly Silvar. He will not rush horn first into the burrows again. We must go after Master Shalor. Tirnaval needs him, and You're in love. I will report to the Droman. They must know that Shalor is in danger. Then I will enter the burrows myself from the south and help you defeat it. For now, see what you can find. I refuse to believe that he is gone. That master will know the fury of a Vorkai. You're in love. Ardenweald looks like Nashitar map, does it? Neat. Okay. Don't bother with the small ones. We need the big boys. Because we're playing with the big boys now. Gimme. Does it actually work? Stuck by the branch will produce wild Gorm when slain. Oh, you do still need to kill them. Ah, okay. Alright. Oh, we have another quest to be picked up over there. Nice. Yeah, I really wonder if there's more side quests added. Like, there was one side quest that I did appreciate, which we should be upon in a moment. That one was kind of cute. So they're not all terrible. Let me just follow this mob around for half a minute. But some of them just need development. This indeed Ardenweald, yes. What? Are you alive? What? The ground has been freshly dug and there are no signs. And there are signs of more tunnels all over the place. Collapsing a few burrows would go a long way towards keeping Tirnaval safe from Gorm infestation. Collect burrows in the dusty burrows. There we go. Hi, Gloober. You gonna show me the way to your master? Gloober wiggles with worry. He scurries back to Guardian Kota. Howdy, Basing. Hello, Lolo. Gloober, do not worry. We will find him. Here. Stay with me, and I'll keep you safe. Buddy, are you in there? Help! Is anyone out there? I'm still alive, despite the horrible corrosive acids. Are you okay? Did that work? It did appear to have stunned it for a little bit. No. We definitely killed Gorak-Tul in his own domain. Because we went in to save Jaina from the Blighted Lands. And that's where we dealt with it. Oh, goody. It burrowed away. If we're going to meet Arvis in the afterlife, it's going to be really awesome. Yeah, we're pretty cool. I just want to know what time on the torture has been for Arvis. I want to know that. Shalor, by the Queen's grace, it is good to see you. Oh, you actually came out of it on your own? Ew, what did you have to do? One big problem. Well done, you drove the beast hard enough that she spit out Shalor and hid it in her den. Yeah, right, she spit him out. Sure she did. You tracked a massive Gorm here to her den, and we found Master Shalor. Perhaps not entirely unscathed, but he lives. That is enough. One last task remains. Let us end this. That is sick, Belverine Baron. Very happy to hear. Shall we? You're not gonna help? I mean, more need. Oh my god, it talks? The beast speaks? How is that possible? Feed. The spirit feeds us, makes us grow. The spirit, the wild seeds? Did you eat a sacred wild seed, monster? What? Who did you devour, though? No more. We will feed. We will grow. Sick. Queen of the Underground. How is that possible? The matriarch, they feasted on the pods. What if there are others like her out there in Ardenweald? We must report this immediately. When a Gorm eats a god, there's nothing more that we can do here. I will get Master Shalor safely back to Tirnaval. When you get there, report to Droman what we found here. If the Gorm have started to eat the dead wild seeds and absorbing the power of the spirits within, we are all in serious danger. Master Shalor, are you strong enough to walk? I'll be fine. I survived worse. Wait, no I haven't. But I survived. I will help. Tirnaval needs you. Oh. Well, I will do my best. Oh, Kota. Just tell him how you feel. Come on now. Can you feel? Dee. Kota, did you happen to find Gloober? I lost him. Gloober is safe, Shalor. He is waiting for you back in Tirnaval. The Gorm are digging even more burrows beneath Ardenweald. This is very bad news indeed. Thank you for taking it upon yourself to close them down. It should give us some time to reinforce our defenses. Have you had any luck? More potent than the domestic grown variety. Well done, you've collected enough Gorm grist to hopefully keep Shalor from venturing into the burrows all by himself again. And we should be able to send some to our friends in Glitterfall once all of this is over. Those that speak think a different kind of queen is born. The forest worries, for this will surely not be the last. And there are my pants. That is called When a Gorm Eats a God. So we have Awaken the Dreamer, which is the questline's bugged out, and Welcome to Ardenweald. Our weapons are dull and broken. We require more. As you can see, dearie, we are quite preoccupied with our other matters. I will see to it that your request is answered in due time. So, Claw's Edge Envoy is trying to get some weapons. I've come here to entreat the Lady of the Falls for weapons. Tirna East is where almost all of her weapons, tools, and supplies are made. They clearly have an abundance here. Perhaps you will have better luck speaking with her than I have. and Lady of the Falls. Welcome to Glitterfall Bassin. Please rest easy, you are safe here. And as a side quest, be welcome in my glade, Malwalker. You are safe here. Well, it's regrettable that Sorcha must wait for her weapons. It is of paramount importance that I keep my charges safe. I will do anything to prevent them from suffering as the rest of Ardenweald. Perhaps I could ask a small favor of you. I have not heard from the gatherers at the Banks of Life in some time. Would you mind checking on them to make sure that they are well? I would go myself, but I must deal with Sorcha. Seek out Foreman Tordir. Okie dokie. The lady sends you. Well, I have some bad news. The Gorm are out of control. As you can see, we have a Gorm problem. I'm not sure what has them so riled up. They've been getting bigger, more hostile. It must be due to the anima shortage. If nothing stops them, they'll eat everything. Their egg production is out of control. We can't let the population grow anymore. Please, go into their nest and destroy as many of their eggs as you can find. The eggs are a problem, but so are the ones that take care of them. The egg tenders are the leaders of the hive when there is no matriarch present. If left unchecked, they will simply produce more eggs, and we will right back where we started, or worse, turn into a queen themselves. They are simply too large and hostile for us to properly contain. I see no other recourse but to put them down. Okay, so the Gorm are definitely... So that's basically side quest is either Gorm or Trust. Deja vu. I have been in this place before. Favorite song so far, by the way, has been Revan Drifts. Foreman, our supply of gris is running low. You know as well as I do that Glitterfall Bassin runs into stuff. I've overheard from some of the other workers that you have a bit of Gorm problem. Look on the bright side. The bigger the Gorm, the bigger the gris, right? If you happen to harvest some more, we can certainly put it to good use. The work order is signed Kavina. Deja vu. Looks like Shadowlands would have gone down if Sylvanas hadn't guided us there. That also leads to the question, like, all this that we see going down right now with the jailer and the anima shortage and whatnot, would that have also existed without Sylvanas and the plans that they already created? Cause and effect kind of deal. I'm really wondering if one day somebody's going to be DMCA claimed because they actually sang a song themselves. Surely not, right? Maybe? I don't know. Like, I would love to read out the books to you. Although it would be a massive project. I would love to do it. It's, you know... Authors put a lot of time into writing stories, and that should be their thing. I do the short stories, which is kind of cool. Do you think Sylvanas is actually good? I hope that there is more to it than she ended up in the maw, and because she doesn't want to be tortured, she's been doing the things that she's been doing. I'm hoping that there's more to it. Does that excuse her behavior? Does that make it right, the genocide of the Night Elves? No, of course not. Sylvanas is too far gone in that regard. But I would very much find it more interesting if there was more to it than just, you know. Please don't torture me, jailer. I will set you free if you do not torture me. Kind of similar to Azara, ain't it? Please don't let me die. I will help you if you don't let me die. Is any character in WoW good? Oh, Lord. Now we're going deep. Now we're going philosophy. What is the meaning of good or bad? Is meaning just not a social construct conceived of the hive mind that have decided that one is funny and one is not? What you perceive as good, someone else might scratch their head at, and vice versa. Come along. I don't need to do anything with the corpses right now, I don't. Phew. Sylvanas, instead of going, we live in a society, she says, we live. Azara was crazy, but she was a bad bitch. I loved Azara. I kind of wish we saw more of her, to be honest. But the same goes for N'Zoth, ain't it? Like, a character built up for so long, and what did they do with it? Oh, you know, he's released. Oh, there he is. Oh, now he's gone. Good luck. Scratch his hair, squeaking sounds. Chicka chicka. You would be so lucky to squeak the bald, burned head. Nah, but it is definitely... It's an interesting question, especially since they are dealing with good or evil. The Arbiter is a being, a part of the system that judges a soul to be irredeemable. That judges a soul and looks at what they've done and decides where they belong. But I say it meaningly, but at the end of the day, what is right and what is wrong is very much a product of the time. Is very much a global collective that have decided this is the moral standard that we want to live by. This is what we see as appropriate. This is what we see as right, and this is what we see as wrong. But that means nothing, because another group might say this is what's right and this is what's wrong. So I'm really curious how Blizzard is going to implement a moral judgment in that regard to a system of the afterlife. And who is the arbiter to make such decisions? And where's their compass from, so to say? Breaking a few eggs. This should hopefully stabilize their numbers. Thank you for your help. The population will produce more tenders in time. You've brought us valuable time. You've arrived just in time. There are people in danger. I'm not sure what has the Gorm so riled up. They've been getting bigger, more hostile. It must be due to the ether shortage. If nothing stops them, they eat everything. Well, some of us were able to evacuate before we overrun. There are still many that are trapped down there. Take this jar and slaughter anyone you find with a generous helping. That should heal their wounds and give them a fighting chance to get out of there. Oh, sleffer, not slaughter. Sleffer, right. Being alive was merely a setback. Is that the new Satyr model? No. This is a creature of Ardenweald. The 4 we visit, and the Maw feels like the machine of death. Not every soul can be sorted into those 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's also something that they mentioned, that this is a sample of the many infinite realms that the Shadowlands offers. Have a healthy... Nou, je hoeft niet zo boos te kijken. God damn. What the f... Well... Calm down. She was like, what are you doing? Why are you touching me? Remember what happened in the Shadowlands? Or do you forget, right? I need more husks. The lady herself wants to make sure we're protected with the finest armor. They've been soaking in the waters long enough to be workable. We just need to remember to get them out. Find some time before things get really busy and we don't have adequate protection for the warriors. These Gorm have gone out of control. We need to stop them. I have a plan, but I cannot do it on my own. We learn the Grumlings, or the Gormlings, to the Bank of Life by using special totems that are drained of their anima. If you could retrieve the wood required for the totem, I can prepare the ritual. Take these pipes, find the Kulex trees growing on the banks, and play a song for them. You will recognize them by the pale green leaves. The wood must be given freely for the ritual to work. Yeah, okay. I'll play on my flute for you. How do you feel about the conspiracy that says when we die in the rage we actually died, or Nihilofarade was on our heads? That is one of the first things that people mentioned. What if it's all just a vision of N'Zoth? Which, vision, coma, it was all just a dream. It's something that they can always pull out of their ass. But my argument is, how much of a shit of a story are you telling when people are actively wishing that what you are showing them is not real? Does not take away the quality of the storytelling that's been given. So can they? They can always do that. Will they? I really hope not. You lay your bet. Or you made your bet, now lay in it. You know. Nihilofarade was a vision of his destiny, trying to trick us to think the only thing that we can kill, and now it's pretty much dead in the water. We don't have the current power to kill him. When we get back from Slants, a true Black Empire being unleashed on the world. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It would go against everything that they've shown us so far, but it's definitely a possibility. But then again, I could also say... remember back in Classic, how we went into Ankiraj, and Kafun whispered to us, you are already dead? Everything that happened since Classic has just been us slowly dying inside of the husk of Cthulhu, and there's as much as you can say about that speculation as I can about yours. Like, it can always be applied. Which just makes shit storytelling, ain't it? Look, you play the guitar, you play the flute, in order to willingly get the wood. It all makes sense. Blizzard did indeed already hint at the old god's demise in an interview. And now in-game we have Magni saying like, "Oh, champions! You have healed the wounds! Finally, for the first time, she is cleansed and her heart beats strong. Purr, 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 purr." So yes, it has been confirmed that the old god infection has been cleansed of the world of Azeroth. We need that lure for my clever plan. It is very clever, you're going to love it. This wood is soft and light. And good, this should do it. Great, this will just take a moment. One Gormling lure ready to go. Hope you've caught your breath. The totem is now a big tasty beacon to all the nearby Gorm. They're going to want to eat it, and you're going to be carrying it. We need to rehome the smaller ones. If they stay here, they're just going to get big and angry again. If you could drop off a few groups of them outside of the Banks of Life, we can make sure that they find a way to more balanced feeding grounds. Let Fodder know when you're done. I will let him know the plan. Back to the dormant states? Nah, Magni says, it's paraphrasing, but I'm pretty sure Magni says, like, yeah, the old gods are gone. Mom is pretty awesome. Have you seen the fan art of Mom? The fan art of Mom is insane, where she's, like, washing your clothes and shit. It's really cute. Oh, maybe I should actually take the lure before I do anything else. There we go. Come along. Oh, yes. I smell nice, don't I? Come along with me. So the first time that I did this quest, you might have noticed how there was like a bug right on top of the pack that I wanted to bring with. They do appear to have changed their pathing a little bit, as those bugs will actually dismount you. Now, the fun thing is, if you die and you get dismounted, you lose the little buff. Meaning that all of those bugs become hostile and you die all over again. Ha! That was funny. Thank you for rescuing them. Fluttercatch always was a clever one. Well done. For the deer, breathes a deep sigh of relief. That's that, I'd say. The banks are largely safe now. We can handle the rest of your cleanup on your own. The Lady to Falls will want to hear of your success here. Why not go tell her the good news? Ah, that is wonderful news. Thank you for your assistance. Please, your resources are secure. We require weapons to defend Ardenweald. Gorm are great to work with. Good material, good companionship, good food. You can use Gorm for practically anything. The finest suits of armor in Ardenweald? Gorm husks. Want the sharp and edge that never breaks? Gorm claws. Sorry, I got a bit carried away. Just really like my job sometimes. You got something for me. Used by the Fae of Ardenweald for something. It really is a remarkable substance. We use it in practically everything. Construction, mending, crafts, and it can even be added to rations. What's that you've got there? Rigid yet lightweight. Ooh, treated Gorm husk. Sick. What about skill? What do you say? Fancy one more hunt? One of those little flying pests has grown into a very large flying pest. Large, pristine Gorm parts are hard to find at the best of times, and a smith always appreciates a challenge. Kavina's voice drops as he leans in towards you. Besides, I'm worried about the safety of my family and the rest of us in the grove. Bring me the stinger from the big fella and I'll make it worth your while. Do we have a deal? Uh-huh. Welcome to Glitterfall. Please rest easy. Even if I wanted to give her weapons, I cannot. My glade is under attack. Most of my people were driven out during the attack on the grove works, but a few of the elders stay behind, whether to delay the enemy to see their friends to safety. They're not here where it is safe. Each elder can perform extraordinary works that could make the weapons in no time at all. Rescue the elders, and then we'll talk about using their talents for the good of Ardenweald. If you want to help, then you're going to need to help me first. There's a group of Spriggans that have assaulted the grove works to the northeast. They are causing all manner of havoc, and I simply will not abide this trespass into my lands. Go there and teach them a lesson. If they will not flee, then slay them on the spot. Helpful fairy. Ah, it's stuck to my hands. Oh boy, it's got you good. If only you had covered your hand first. What? What's happening? Basket trap sprung. Your hand is stuck in a basket. Huh. An outsider, you're perfect for this task. The Spriggans are known for their mischief. They've been cursing our tools and supplies are trapping unsuspecting workers. Like our curses, they have to obey the rules. You can break the curse for good. It might not be obvious, but what you'll need will be nearby. You seem clever enough to figure out how to do it. Let the Lady of the Falls know when you're done. She'll be delighted to hear it. So this quest is actually, this area is one of the more interesting side quests. As... well, there's one that shows up later. So, hi. So the idea is that they have certain items that are trapped. And you need to figure out for yourself how to dismantle the trap, right? So here we have a completely suspiciously untouched basket. And an untouched harp. So those would be the trapped things. And then if we look further, there should be something like... Where did that go? So here we have a fresh leaf, for example. And when you click on it, you get a buff, which is your head is clear and your breath is fresh. You can take on the world. So I'm trying to remember which one it was. Well, apparently not the basket. You can still be trapped if you click on the basket. So there must be another one. Was it perhaps the harp? Let's find out. Was it the harp? It was not the harp. Because now I gotta dance. That is the curse that they placed on the harp. Because we can dance if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. So there has to be another one that I can click on. Ooh. Is it a shimmer dust pile? Let's find out. Nope. Wasn't that one either. Come on, I forgot about it, didn't I? 8.2 was supposed to be... I feel sure that 8.2 was supposed to be Blightlands, 8.3 was supposed to be Into the Shadowlands. Alright. You feel what you want to feel, baby. But I will agree, though, that the whole Nazaf thing was not handled well. Trying to remember what it is actually that I can click on. Oh, I also have Shimmer Dust. Oh, right. Your hands appear shimmery and difficult to see. Which one would imagine that would help with the basket, right? Does that help with the basket? Do y'all have a basket I can click on? And then there is a frets, which gives me a buff wrapped around your feet. Watch your step. So if you would now click on a harp, you will be fine because your feet are wrapped. Crossman needs no tools. The Lady of the Falls wanted to make sure you were safe. Oh, she was worried about me. I did not see why that was necessary, considering how lucky I am. Actually, come to think of it. Crossman needs no tools. Oh, I'm quite alright. There's just one little thing. One of these fiends made off with my lucky mallet. I simply cannot leave my mallet behind. I do not even use it much and worse anymore, but it's quite lucky and I always keep it with me. Please, I cannot even think about building anything without it. Do you keep an eye out for it, will ya? Will do, Elder. Now it's just a matter of actually finding a harp. There it is. So previously I clicked on the harp, right? And I started uncontrollably dancing. Now if I click on it, disarmed. Hell yeah. And that's how you do it. So you might say, well, Noble, that's kind of obvious, ain't it? Well, I'll have you know, dear viewer, that is a pro at this game. The first time that I entered this area, I was like, there's so much to click on, and nothing really seems to be happening. So I was just clicking away, not realizing that some things were actually giving a buff, and some things were actually the trap things that I needed. You know? It was kind of funny. But when will Naifu come back, right? Did a Naifu... Oh, you mean actually the being of the Naifu. Oh, right. Yes. When will she return? One can only wonder. So your hands appear shimmery. So I imagine I can open up baskets now, right? Like, this is a soul web. I think soul web is for the clear-headed one. Yeah, because the soul web makes you fall asleep. Okay. Okay. So this area will be a lot better when more people are playing. On your own, with the amount of mobs that's in the zone, it's a bit... ugh. It's a bit ugh. Elder Gwenna, the Lady of the Falls, wanted to make sure that you were safe. Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I believe I'm closer to figuring out who is behind this attack. I could use your help before we return victorious. Do not worry about me. We have a bigger problem. I heard a leader around here somewhere during the attack. I've been keeping watch from here, but I've not been able to see them. They must be using some sort of glamour to hide themselves. I've yet to meet a Spriggans who can resist a game. If you find one eager to play and can win, then perhaps you can learn something about their leader. This one was actually the one that stood out for me, like, oh, this is actually a rather cool quest. Let me show you why. Look at that. What have we here? Someone who wishes to play. What shall we play, huh? I know. If I win, we turn you into a toad. And if you win, I'll tell you a secret that nobody else knows. The rules are simple. You just need to keep up with my conversation and react appropriately. Easy, right? Then let us begin. Many seek our talents, but few can actually earn them. Some are gifts, always grateful, accepted. Some try to outwit us, usually failing. Some ask for permission.
Thank you.
And always thank us for the trouble. Correct, not bad. There's actually one emote I don't know from the top of my head. Ah, introduce. It was introduce. I did not actually know the first time that I did this that introduce is an emote. Not bad, not bad. There we go. One more. Hello?
How generous.
Oh, no, that was the wrong one. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Mending shoes, reuniting loved ones, but what we get in return? Not so much as a word of praise. Oh, I had to do praise instead of thank you. Damn it. Praise. There we go. We got it. You actually need to do all of them, by the way. There's not a, okay, there will be an easier cycle. You need all of them. Some permission, always thank us.
How kind of you.
Yay, you're pretty good at this. Thank you. I do try. See how strong. Flex. Hit him with the flex. Yay, I'm almost as clever as a Spriggan. Fine, you want fair and square, so here's the secret. The boss is terribly allergic to puff pedal powder. I'll send him into a it will send him into a sneezing fit. Bye. Let's play again sometime. Very interesting. This will be quite useful. Now we can strike down the leader. It just so happens that I have a large pouch of puff pedal powder right here. Why don't you take it out and toss a few handfuls around the workshop floor at the top of the falls? If they're still there, I imagine they will have an unfortunate reaction. While you do that, I will gather the other elders and make our way to Glitterfall Bassin. Speak with the lady when the task is done. So good morning, everybody. I just woke up. Don't look at the timer. that is American time. Not that it makes it any better for Dutch time. But yeah, it is Sunday after all. Nice and chill. And I've just finished rendering the full playthrough of Ardenweald, which takes quite a bit of time to go through, but it's also very, very worth. Like, I've seen a couple of people like, thank you, I don't have Shadowlands Alpha Access, and this allows me to see the entire thing. Or you're reading out the quests, that helps a whole lot. So it is well worth it, the time investment. So I figured, you know what, I've had my breakfast banana, I have had my coffee. Let's go and chill, do some of these side quests. So Buzzkill is not a group quest, but it is one of those. Go find that one mob. Then we gotta head over to the Spriggans village, where we still need to disarm the traps and whatnot. Buzzkill Stinger seems perfect for gorm smithing. You guess, right? And the Spriggans are causing a bit of trouble. If I remember right, on stream I did the best part of that village, in my opinion. Which was the little emo back to me section. Well, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it was kind of cool. As well as I've commented a couple of times on the quality of questing in Ardenweald. But I've also heard quite a few people that are like, yeah, I'm over the moon with Ardenweald. I love this place. What are you talking about? Always keep in mind when it comes to feedback, it is highly personal. What I think does not have to be your opinion. Thankfully, that's what makes life interesting and all. Over here, Wicked Ward Slain, outplayed. Alright, I needed to throw some dust around, I know. Do I have it? Oh, I have it. Tossed a handful of puff pedal powder in the area. I can do that. Oh, little Spriggan. Achoo! How did you know? Stop interfering. That's what we're doing. Sorry, pal. Your friend spilled all the beans about your weaknesses. I had to go through many trials to get that information, prove myself. It was Bastion all over again. Okay, done. Who is up next? I believe there's another tree dude that really wants me to go and pick up some baskets near the water. What I should have done at the very start is just go find all the 3 elders in the area. The one for Age's Echoing Wisdom. Because each of them gives a different quest that you need to do in the zone as you're moving around anyways. He's called Grunum Kruik. Yeah, okay. The Lady of the Falls wanted to make sure that you were safe. The lady is ancient, but the force is eternal. She seeks to nurture, but also cultivates. We simply seek to thrive. You are not like the others. The waters here carry deep power. Power most have forgotten, but the Tiernan forget very little. Power flows through the earth just as water flows with power. Flows can be trapped for a time, dripping. Drop by drop, they drip into vessels. Search for the vessels beneath the falls. Collect the power. See, that's what I mean. There's also a rare unguarded Gorm eggs. Going to assume, since it's a rare, that they're not as unguarded as you like to pretend they are, game. Just a little feeling. You're all not going to hear it, because I'm going to edit out of it, but I just made the perfect basket pickup song. It was the greatest song in the world. Oh, whoa. Drip, drip, go the falls. Drop, drop, goes the power. Power of the earth. And what does the item say? Sorry about that. Altogether unassuming. If you squint hard enough, you think you might see a sparkle, but it could just as easily be a trick of the lights. Much power courses through. We need only the smallest dustings. Your labors please me. You are welcome, Grunum. Shall we have a quick gander? If we can spot the rare, it might just be up this mountain, really. To see what the rare is all about. Hang on. And once we've done the side quest, I'll probably do the little ghost bug. If we can check out some of the sections that are max level. As you can tell, there's still a fair bit of the island unexplored. Or island, Ardenweald, I should say. It's always kind of cool to see, like, okay, what might the future bring? And I've done it once before, where I just ran through it on my character, hoping that I was going to die. And some of the NPCs, their labels and tags are quite interesting. So I have a little gander. If I'm like, yeah, this is actually interesting to show, I'll show it. And if not, it's all good. Now, where did the little quest giver go? Are you around the river bends? Are ya? Yes, you are. Hello, I have done the thing. Craftsman needs no tools. It is small and quite lucky. I'm sure you will know it when you see it. It certainly looks lucky enough. Oh, you found it. How lucky do you see? And that's all that we had to do over here, and then we need to go back and turn them in. Now, I do recall that there was a quest line where it actively said, like, more quests here to come. I wonder if those have been updated already, or if they've cut them out for now and just going to implement them back later. Curious. What a buzzkill. I must say, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to working with such a fine specimen. Yeah, this is a good Gorm right here. I'll make you something special out of it. So we can get a two-hander, which is definitely an upgrade. Let me show you the models. Kind of cool. You have like a little Heart of the Forest in there. Little anima heart in the weapon. But hey, nice little upgrade. Thank you kindly. Then over here, Lady of the Falls. I have done all the things that you wanted me to. Age's Echoing Wisdom. Good, I'm glad you found them alive. Of course, we were unable to put them to work until the threat is dealt with, and they are able to continue their crafts in peace. I'm sure Sorcha will understand. Good, it is the way of nature for the stronger to prevail. I am now friendly with test dummies. Nice. Cursed tools, and you brought them back uncursed. I must say, I was not entirely expecting you to be quite so successful. Ah, the hero of the hour returns. Thank you for liberating my supplies. Our grove desperately needs them in these trying times. That was it? Really? There was another quest somewhere. I'm pretty sure that we followed Sorcha, and Sorcha was like, hey, do you want to come help out my grove? But as you can tell, I've pretty much done all the things. So let me save here real quick. I'm going to do some exploring, I'm going to do some scouting, and if anything interesting pops up, I'm going to show you. And if not, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Guardian Molen, something stinks, traveler. The air to the west is rotten with malice. Shimmerbow has long been a peaceful way station along the path of rebirth. The fairies there delight in revelry and celebration, but now their glade has fallen silent. Scouts bring reports of the strange masked night fae. I know little other than that they are threats. For the sake of Ardenweald, they must be eliminated. Slay any that you encounter. Also, they're saying the masters will be freed, the groves will fall, they're preparing for war. So this is hinting at the Drust trying to invade the realm. And do not knock it till you try it. Absolutely. That is definitely the right mentality to have. The plan, they want to take ... Oh, I can fly now, can I? Whee, look at me go. Oh, hell yeah, we're a Mechagon now, bitches. Easy. Grim work, but necessary. May they be reborn into useful vassals of Ardenweald once more. Alright. Okay, so this is potentially interesting. Like, this is the Star Lake Amphitheatre or something like that. Star Lake Amphitheater, or whatever you want to call it. Also, I swapped over into protection. Smiles for Daisy me, and the ghost bug is no longer working. There's an achievement here, which I will look up in just a moment, but it's rather interesting. Now, I walked up here and I was able to accuse them. And they were not happy about my accusation. So if I accuse this one, I rather enjoy this musical performance. These characters can find homes in the oaks. Excellent use of metaphorical allergy. That's quite rude of you. You have much learning and growing to do. So you can also accuse the wrong people. I like the one about the cats. Huh. So this is where the performing plays, right? Now I am doubtful that this is actually implemented. Depardieu, the stage director. Alas, woe, my friend, I hunger, not for food or drink, at least not the kind you're familiar with. I hunger for food of the spirit, the creative arts, that stirs us to heights higher than the fiercest of fairies can fly. Oh, but the drought has stifled our creativity. Instead, we must toil for our very survival. But tell me, can life without art truly be worth surviving? So they're dealing with the anima droughts, as usual. Now it might be, so hello. Now it might be that it's a simple case of it's a quest line not yet implemented. But when they mentioned anima drought, my mind kind of shot to the... My mind kind of shot to the mission board that we had in the Covenant Order Hall. I've probably shown it, where you can pretty much relocate gathered anima to unlock certain things, be it a special encounter, be it another quest or whatnot. Ticketmaster. Welcome to the Star Lake. Here we indulge in the great tales and fantastical displays. You may stay as long as you desire. I sell tickets to a private showing. We clear the entire theater for you and your friends to enjoy. Anyone who uses a ticket will share in the experience. What? Okay, so I now have tickets. Book of tickets. which reminds me a lot of the Dark Moon Fair, of course. Attend a private show. 1 ticket is good for 2 hours. Welcome to the show. Ooh. Ooh, I got a buff there. Attending a private show. Oh. Oh, okay. Audience disappeared. Everybody disappeared. So, where's the show? Show not yet implemented, I suppose. So it pretty much turns... like right now, it just turns the area into an empty wasteland. Interesting. What happens when I use the ticket at the stage? Because it could very well... Like, I'm getting a little bit excited. And you're all like, why are you getting so excited, Noble? What the heck? Huh. Interesting. So if we go to the achievements... Right. Ardenweald's stage is on the Exploration Shadowlands. Participate in the following plays at the Star Lake Amphitheater, where we are right now. And then you have Xavius, Kil'jaeden, Jaden, Azov, Gul'dan, Argus, and Azora. And I kind of figured... I mean, this is the location, right? And we were like wondering, like, okay, what is this quest all about, right? What is this achievement all about? Are we going to be 1v1ing raid encounters of the past? Are we just watching a show? What is this all about? So I kind of got excited when I saw the ticket vendor in there. But it does not appear to be implemented as far as I can tell. Like the tickets, it definitely phases you into a different setting. They told me that friends are welcome to come along, which is nice. Kind of flows in the idea of it might be actually a flex fight, right? Or it's, you know, we're actually going to be part of a play and maybe you can choose like dialogue options or whatnot. The names on the achievement list are all raid bosses of the past. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this, but so far I can't see anything that's really, you know, telling me like, yeah, this is gonna be, it's gonna be the show. Now what I can, oh okay, I was about to say the mask buff doesn't drop off, but it does. As soon as you leave the area, it will actually remove itself. Interesting. Kind of curious what this is all going to be about.